Hello, my name is Jonathan, and in this video I'm going to show you something really cool that can put you and your church on the cutting edge of technology. Have you ever thought about streaming your church service in virtual reality? Well, today in this video I'm going to show you how to do that and give your viewers a VR experience that they will never forget. It's not uncommon for people to have to miss a worship service. Sickness, vacations, job schedules, and the like can all keep even the most dedicated people from being at church physically on any given Sunday. But now, affordable technology exists to where you can broadcast your worship service in 360-degree virtual reality, which in my humble opinion is the next best thing to actually being there. Now, your church may already be live streaming, but trust me, going VR will take you to a whole other level because your viewers will be more engaged and immersed in the virtual world around them. Because when you stream with two-dimensional cameras, even if you have more than one camera, your viewers are still limited to the camera angle that you're showing them at any given moment. But when you use a 360-degree camera, well, you can see the difference for yourself. How can I do this, you ask? What will this cost me to do? Is it expensive? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can implement VR, both a high quality, high-end VR, or something more affordable for less of a budget. So let's do this. Let's start with the pricier end of the spectrum. In this image you see is a camera system which consists of 8 Blackmagic designed micro cinema cameras, which each have a resolution of 8,000 by 4,000 pixels. These are professional quality cameras, but they also come with a high price tag. Each camera retails for around $900, and the Helios rig that's used to mount them costs $570 itself. So you're looking at spending close to $8,000 for this camera setup. Then if you really want to get cool with your VR experience, you can use this binaural microphone setup from 3DO. As you can see, because these mics are shaped like human ears, the sound is recorded like a human ear actually hears. Now these mics look kind of cool, but they are actually designed based on 13 years of research in binaural technology and human hearing. So they're the deal. This mic retails for around $400, but it does set up well with the Helios rig cameras that we talked about a moment ago. Now, if you use a camera and mic rig set up similar to this, you're going to have something to get that video on the internet. And this is where the Teradek video streaming console comes in. This device will allow you to stream directly to different social media platforms such as Facebook and YouTube, but it won't allow you to do that at the same time. If you want to do that, you're going to have to get a paid account with a live streaming service such as Livestream, for example. And a video console costs about $1,000. It also sets up really well with the camera and mic system. Now, if you're like me, you just can't run out and spend almost $10,000 on a bunch of equipment all of a sudden, and it may just break your budget. You may not have a budget for that, but not to worry, because there are some affordable options out there that work really well, and I want to show you those options. Now, one option is this 360-degree camera. It's called a 360 Fly camera. Now, through this camera and the app that connects to your phone, your iPhone, and Android as well if you have that, this camera through the app will stream to Facebook Live. This camera, I purchased this. It was a kind of a refurbished deal on Amazon for about $40, but the camera, the HD camera runs for about $70, and then they also have a version of this camera that's in 4K, and it runs a little higher. We'll say about $150 to $199. But these are far less expensive than the high-end stuff we looked at earlier. Basically, all you need for this camera is an iPhone and you know, a Facebook account, and you can stream live. So I got an idea. Why don't we take some video with this camera along with the regular 2D camera and let you see the difference. So here we are with the example of a 2D angle camera, basically through an iPhone. Now, if I move around, I have to be careful about moving out of the camera shot. I don't know if I'm out of it, I'm sure I am by now, but then I move back in, and my viewer is limited to what the camera person is showing through that camera. If they pan it over here or they pan it over there, then that's where the viewer's limit is limited to that view. Now let's take another example. This camera is mounted on a base mount, solid base mount. I'm going to take another video with the 360 cam from the same base mount and let you get an idea of the difference that your viewers will see. So as you can see, you're getting a 360-degree view here. You can look to the left, to the right, up, down. So your viewer, rather than being forced to look at one thing that's shot up on the screen, they can choose where they want to look. So it's a pretty cool thing. Now I want to recommend a couple of things that will really make the VR worship service really cool. And one of those is, of course, a VR headset. This particular headset is the Oculus Go. It is a hands-free headset. Now this is not something you will need to buy, but it's something that if your viewers already have a headset, or they have, or you could encourage them to buy a headset, it'll really make the experience better. But as I think I've already said, even with just a normal smartphone that can pan through the service is really a little more interactive than just a plain old 2D shot. But these Oculus headphones, they're a game changer. And in just a moment, I want to show you what the video looks like inside looking through the VR headset. Now, as you can see in this video, this is what I'm seeing when I have the Oculus Go headset on. Every direction I turn my head is the field of view that I see. It's extremely similar to actually just being in the service, and this video really can't convey how immersed you are visually when you're actually wearing the headset. But this is the best thing that you can do, you know, for a training video like this. But it is an incredible experience, and I promise you, if you hook this up, your viewers will never forget the experience they have in VR. A moment about the Google Glass. Google Glass is a really cool augmented reality headset that the person speaking in the service, whether it's the pastor or whoever, can see things that's augmented that no one else can see. For example, they could actually put some outline notes or sermon notes, for example, in the Google Glass, and while they're walking around the room, they're not limited to notes laying on a table or anything like that, but while they're moving around the room, they can actually see whether they want an outline or just some bullet points or things to jog their memory, rather than being limited to the old-fashioned write your notes down or type your notes out, or even, you know, this VR kind of even makes an iPad up there sort of old-fashioned when you're talking about augmented reality and Google Glass. But Google Glass is kind of expensive right now, but I'm going to put a shot up on the screen. You can see what that looks like, but you can research more about that. But it's a really cool feature if you can afford it and want to implement it.
Every business in the world has problems to solve. You don't have to look for those.
Are there more efficiencies to be gained? Is there a better way to do this process? And when the needs of the customers are rising in complexity, you're being attacked from both sides.
Innovation is critical to healthcare. We have a tremendous opportunity to make it better for our patients. And solutions like Glass help us do that.
Throughout the process of developing Glass, Enterprise Edition 2, we spent a lot of time listening. We worked with our partners and with our customers to figure out what they wanted. Glass is a hands-free device for smarter and faster hands-on work. It provides the information that an employee needs in the periphery of their line of sight. So it doesn't come in the way of their actual work environment.
Glasses made ICO a safer company because you have two hands to do your job, whether they're climbing on and off units or trying to do something in the field.
What has become commonplace is physicians spending more time staring at the computer screen than spending time face-to-face with patients. With Glass, what we started seeing is patients saying to us, my doctor is spending more time with me.
Glass has allowed for a lot of unique ways to collaborate that haven't been possible before. The biggest is immediately getting expert advice from somebody who might be around the world.
Being able to provide what they're seeing at their perspective helps do a very, very expedited triage to help bring our customer back online sooner.
We've been using Glass in production since about 2016. We had about a 30% reduction in processing time, and we had a 50% reduction in training time. And that one was just monumental. We weren't even looking for that when we did it.
A typical doctor spends about 2 hours per day writing notes about the visits that they conducted. And because I have Glass typing that up for me in real time, I am not worrying about going back 4 hours later, trying to remember all the details of the visits. It'll help us be better doctors.
Whether it be manufacturing or field service or healthcare, they're all doing things with their hands. And by looking across all these different industries, we're able to find the unique things that we can provide value for.
Glass is a tool that is as simple as it is powerful. That's incredibly helpful. We underestimated the impact that that would have.
It's a tool that doesn't replace people. It allows people to be smarter, faster, better at what they're actually doing at the job.
And I want to thank you for watching my video today. If you have any questions, you can shoot me an email. I'll be glad to answer them. And good luck, and go get them in VR.